Hello and welcome to the Sports Centre YouTube channel. So me and Carly today, England are what time are we on? Just pretty much just
7:30.
7:30 on Tuesday. So England are playing Finland tonight. Harry Kane is getting his 100th cap. Um, this actually has been on our agenda for a while, Carl.
It has, yeah.
So we want to talk and we want to ask the question: Is Harry Kane an England legend? Now, he's got 100 caps now. He's he's England's top goal scorer.
Yep.
He's won
Nothing.
golden. Right. Okay. So I think. Well, I want to go on to kind of do we incorporate? I'll tell you what. Let's go for it now. So, do you say that on an England level, does his club accolades come into this at all, or is it purely what he's done for England? Do you say?
That's not how you framed the question. You framed the question an England legend.
Right. Okay.
Is,
Go on then. Let's.
is Harry Kane a legend is different to is Harry Kane an England legend? That, for me, they're two completely different questions and answers.
Yeah, but to answer the question, I suppose you've got to throw some ingredients in the mix, haven't you? So one of my questions that I'm asking, one of the ingredients to go into the bowl, Carl, is does his club career at all, does any of that come into this equation?
The equation being, is he an England legend?
Yes.
Then no.
Okay.
I think that's pretty simple. I mean, I don't know. Do you not agree? Do you think you can't ask the question of is he an England legend and then judge him on his days at Tottenham and Bayern Munich and Norwich or wherever he went?
No, I don't mean it in case like obviously. I mean, he's only won really golden boots, and so I'm not saying of like what he's done at club level, but maybe like how he conducts himself, what kind of I don't know. It was just a question. It was just something that I wanted to throw in there. Does it come into the mix? And in your eyes, no. I think you're probably right.
I mean, like I said, I think there's two questions there. I think there's is he an England legend? In my eyes, yes. You can't be, you can't have 100 caps. Top goal scorer, I think, was 66 or something like that. Is this 68? Something
He's
like that.
around that. Yeah, I haven't got
Um,
the figures to hand, but it's around that.
um, he could quite easily get to probably 80, 85. He could, depending on, because he's come out with comments last day or two, aren't he, saying that he wants to emulate Ronaldo and keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
He's a penalty taker. I've put a bet on tonight that England will win. He will score via a penalty. So I do think if he keeps playing, there will be a chance that he'll get close to that 100 mark.
Do you not think that? Just let me jump in there a second. Do you not think that to have legendary status, that you have to have won the big prizes? Or you have to hold some, maybe not all of them, but you have to have a collection of some.
Again, I think it depends on the question that's been asked. In is like, does that mean that George Best wasn't a legend for Ireland?
No, so
I mean, he never won anything, so he's like, it's got to be.
well, let
I
me
think
let me throw a little bit more sauce in there then. So we've been to two finals now under his captaincy
yeah,
and a semi-final as well.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm thinking about players like Cristiano Ronaldo, world class, absolute legend of the game without a shadow of a doubt. You know, trying to think of some other player, but he was the first one that sprung to mind. You know, he carries Portugal. Like you seen him overnight pop up with the 97th minute winner. You'd seen him in the final when Portugal won the Euros. He got subbed off in the first half, and he's on the side of the pitch conducting the players.
Yeah.
I just don't see Harry Kane doing any of that. I don't see him dragging. Well, I say I don't see him. I've never seen him drag England. I think like
Different personalities. He's not a talker, is he?
yeah, but
He's one
to,
of them
to have that
caps.
legendary state. Sorry to cut you off there. But to have that legendary status, and I think I'm I'm going to use my club as an example, obviously, because I watched them more than anyone. Like Gerrard, Liverpool were a very mediocre side. When I was growing up, very mediocre, and Gerrard used to drag us single-handedly through games. Now
But again,
that to me is a legend.
yeah, I agree. Definitely agree with that. But different personalities. He was not only lead by example, but he spoke as well. He was a speaker, whereas Harry Kane's not a speaker. Harry Kane's just literally watch what I do and follow me, lead by example, and that's all he is. And I don't like them type of captains, if I'm honest. I would rather have a speaker
Yeah,
as well as watch me. Like I say, I would. I'm not picking Harry Kane as a captain or Steven Gerrard as a captain, taking their football abilities away from it. Every day of the week, I'm having Steven Gerrard because I want someone who's passionate, who's going to give him a bit of shit if need be. A Carragher, and they were never a captain, but yeah, he were a vice.
you're a leader, wasn't it?
He were a leader, exactly. Um, but to go, I just want to throw in one for you. So would you not say then Paul Gascoigne were a legend? Would you not say maybe Alan Shearer were a legend? Would you not say Gary Lineker were a legend
For what though?
for England? And I'm not saying as
Yeah,
a
but
as a player
yeah, I get that for England, but like, for what? Like for what? What are we giving them that status for? Just because they was good at club level?
because they were in their day, maybe not Alan Shearer, but they were the top goal scorer for England. Maybe not Gaza, but Gaza. I think people would say Paul Gascoigne were a legend.
Yeah, but I only think he's a legend because of stuff that he does, like in the dressing room or off the field. I think he gets legendary status from that. Me, I
Yeah,
don't think. Yeah, yeah, I honestly do. Like, and look, I didn't see Gaza in his pomp. We saw Gaza like in his Everton and Middlesbrough days, didn't we? He was very much.
Rangers.
Yeah, but well, yeah, yeah, to be fair, yeah, but Scott. No disrespect to any Scottish people watching, but we all know that Scottish football is not as competitive as
It was it wasn't that bad back in them days. You were all right.
it
Not,
was. It was still Celtic and
but
Rangers.
it was, but it wasn't as the golf one like it is now.
I honestly personally think, and this is a bold statement, and I'm going to chuck it out there. I think it could potentially go down as one of the England's biggest failures. I reckon. Honestly, I do.
As a failing captain, do you mean?
No, just as I think
How how can he be a failure by being top
because
goal scorer?
because of yeah, but Cal,
That,
some of the
that's his position. That's his goal. That's what he's on the pitch to do.
it
Score
is
goals, and that's
it
what he,
is.
and he's the record of that.
Yeah, I'm not being funny, mate, but I think if some of the teams that we play against, I reckon if you put me in them 50 games, I reckon I could bag 5 or 10.
So let's put so sort of answering my question earlier about him. Well, not question, answering my statement earlier about him potentially carrying on for the next X amount of years. Well, the only reason I think he will do is because there's no one else coming through. So if the people that we do have at the minute, let's put Dominic Solanke in there then for the next 5 years. Take Harry Kane out. How many goals is he going to get?
I don't doubt that he will bag goals. He's a goal scorer, but
And that's what he's there to do. And he's done it.
yeah, but I just think as my captain of my country, I'm like, mate, we've literally been this close so many times over the last what 8 7 8 years.
But again, I think this last tournament has tainted everyone's thoughts on Harry Kane because don't get me wrong, he was fucking dreadful
I
in
think the whole
this.
team were there. I think yeah,
But he led not only as captain, but he led the performances as fucking dreadful.
yeah, yeah.
He was horrendous. Should never have been in any starting lineup. He was whether he wasn't fit or whatever, out of form, whatever it was. He should not have been starting that any game. By all means, bring him on, but he should not have been starting. And I think he's tainted everyone's thoughts on this subject. Is if he'd have scored 4 or 5 goals in that tournament, nobody would be questioning him. I don't think
Did he get? Would he get three? Get 3 or 4?
2 or 3, and he didn't get
Mm.
many.
But I mean, look, he's got golden boots in big tournaments. He's got golden boots in Premier League. He's got golden boots in the Bundesliga. I think he's a phenomenal player, but in terms of an England legend, I just honestly, I don't think there's that many out there.
So are you only saying there's maybe like you Bobby Moores, Bobby Charlton's,
Yeah,
them that have won it? So unless
yeah.
you've won it, you're not a legend. What about Wayne Rooney?
Again, no, fantastic player, brilliant, but I just no, I don't think he is.
Oh my word!
Look at he's up for debate, innit? But I
Oh,
just
of course it
honestly,
is. Yeah, yeah.
I just
And
think,
each person will have a completely different criteria to what legend means, and that's what's great about football because we can all have our own opinions on it. But
yeah,
it's mad how like you can be so tunnel visioned on your thoughts to then think, why doesn't he agree or her or him or whoever agree with
yeah.
what I'm thinking? Because this is logic. Whereas, whereas you have them exact same thoughts.
Yeah. But honestly, I just think like if he had that status about him, he should have been dragging us to those titles over the last 7, 8 years, or whatever it was. Especially like the previous two. Never mind Germany. I think the previous two, Russia and but it slipped my mind. But
When
we
we
had
played when we played France or
oh no,
Italy
it
in
was Italy. But
Italy,
yeah, it was UK, wasn't it? God, yeah.
we should have beaten Italy in that final.
We should have beaten. We should have the path we had in Russia as well. We've had some really lucky draws recently, and I just think if the players would have had a bit more about them, and imagine if Roy Keane were as captain, someone like that,
Yeah,
we'd have won those tournaments.
maybe so. And don't get me wrong, I'm not his biggest fan as a captain. I would take that captainship off him. I don't think. I don't like strikers as captains anyway. We
Mm,
all know that Matt Sport Newcastle and Alan Shearer was captain forever. I still don't like it as a captain. You're not affecting that game stood up top of there. Not like you
no,
would be if you're a centre mid.
yeah, yeah, or someone like middle of park or centre half.
I don't even like centre halves, if I'm honest.
Really?
No, I want someone, a Gerrard, a Lampard, a Roy Keane, someone in the middle of the park who can speak to everyone and links with everyone. I just think you've got to be a centre midfielder. But
Anyway,
again, that's my logic. Could be
it's all
completely different to someone else's.
yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good discussion. It makes for a good conversation, and look, that's why we're here. So let us know in the comments. What do you reckon, Harry Kane, England legend or not? Let us know. Happy to see what everyone else is thinking. Give us a thumbs up if you like it, and yeah, give us a subscribe. Catch you in a bit.